Good morning, my YouTubers. This is Daniel Drusky for this update video for April 7th, 2021. I know we had like a good Easter weekend, and I'm going to show you the candies that I got for last later on. And these are the VHS tapes. I got it from my library and a few of them from my thrift store down the block in Pottsville, Pennsylvania. Now let's begin with some titles I just got from my library down the block. Let's start with one of the Disney VHS tapes, like the Journey of Natty Gann. And this copy of Journey of Natty Gann is not the early 1986 release. This is the 1987 reissue from Walt Disney Home Video and Walt Disney Company. And this tape, I just say check it out. It has the 1984 FBI warning screen and the Walt Disney Home Video logo in 1986. The original release had the 1984 Walt Disney Home Video logo. This copy has no print date on it. And this copy of Journey 90 again is going to be going on eBay. And soon I might have to get like I only have the 1986 or early 86 original release of Journey of Natty Gann, which was a good Disney movie. Now here's like Trouble with the Angels, starring with Harry Mills and Rosalind Russell. It was made in 1966. And this is the 1986 reissue of it from RCA Columbia Pictures Home Video. Originally, this movie came out on VHS, and Bette was in early 1983 when it had it in a color film label on it. Show you what this tape looks like. Sticker label has got to be colorful from 1986, but it was 1985. I'm just checking the print date on it. It was printed on March 5th, 1987. This is a pretty good movie, and I used to have that back in New York, the Trouble with the Angels. Try to fix this. Okay, this is for myself just to keep, because that's a little hard to find. Now here's the one with no box, Life and Times of Grizzly Adams. It was released from Unit Home Video in 1987. It's about Life and Times of Grizzly Adams. Unfortunately, this tape had no original box packaging. No print date on it either. This was from the property of Ashland Public Library, somewhere in Pennsylvania. You know, the best library has all the VHS tapes to rent out. It's in the Pottsville Library in Pottsville, Pennsylvania. And here's like another Disney tape, and it's like Marsupilami, something like that. And this show came out back in the early 90s when it used to be on CBS Saturday morning cartoons, and it has and this tape was recorded on the LP. Someone must have duplicated it. Has like 2 episodes, like meet the Norman Still, Holden Mars, Witch Doctor is Witch, Faerie So Go, Steamboat Mars, referring to Steamboat Willie. This is in early 1994, and this tape was printed on August 4th, 1994. I guess this tape came out in the summer of 1994, like this tape called Marsuper-Duper. That I might have to keep. Now here's something also I got, like Really Rosie, starring the Nunshell Kids. Yep. When they're doing like the chicken soup singing, yep. And this is originally in 1985. I have that. I have like the original. However, this is the 1987 reprint. It was released from Weston Woods Corporation. That's the name of the book company. I might be selling this eventually. Consider this to be like a little reprint. Now here's like Mary-Kate and Ashley tape called the Camp Out Party. This is the 1998 release from Del Star Video. I'm not really into Mary-Kate and Ashley. Someone must have covered it. Printed it on March 20th, maybe 1999 or something. I'm not really into Mary-Kate and Ashley. Here's a Charlie Chaplin's The Kid and Idol Class, 1985 release from Playhouse Video. I have the first original release of The Kid and the Idol Class when it came out in 1979 in Magnetic Video Corporation. And you know, The Kid was the first feature-length movie Charlie Chaplin did in 1921. When it stars with that child star Jackie Coogan, and also he plays the part of Uncle Lester in the Addams Family TV show. 1985 Playhouse Video release. No print date on it, and it has no barcode on there. This gotta be in 1985 print. Look at this. 8 to sell, and 4 to sell, and 4 to keep. Now we got here a movie with Cary Grant and Murder Lloyd and Shirley Temple in Bachelor and the Bobby Soxer in 1947. This is the RKO home video release in 1987 release, a little bit before they changed it to Turn Home Entertainment. This is when Shirley Temple was a teenager at the time. I think she was about 18 or 19 when she did this movie. After Murder Lloyd made The Best Years of Our Lives, the same Murder Lloyd did all the Thin Man movies with William Powell. The original studio edition. See what the sticker label looks like? I used to have Bachelor and the Bobby Soxer on VHS when it's from like the Republic Home Video in 1988, and that had water damage. God, we love Cary Grant. My mother loves Cary Grant. This is going to be going on eBay soon. The next one we got here is Spitfire, that stars with Leslie Howard and David Niven. This is like a World War II film made in England. It's got to be from 1942. This is released from Aspect Video Distributors Incorporated. This is recorded on the EP. Yep. That's the exact company when I used to get one of those public domain cartoons back when I was a kid, but not anymore. 3 for myself and 6 just for eBay. What do you know? Now here's a musical comedy. It has Jimmy Stewart and Paula Goddard in Pot of Gold. It was released in 1941, and this is part of the Kansas Video Communications Film Classics series. At the end of this tape has the Cinemas the Collector Society promo at the end. I think it's the preview. I've seen that before in the end of Danny Kaye's Inspector General on VHS. This is a pretty good movie. Gene Lockwood co-starred in it. The same Gene Lockwood was in It's a Wonderful Life and Miracle 34th Street as the judge. Here's like another tell me a story tape, and this is The Beauty and the Beast. This is also from Kansas Video Communications, told by maybe a beard guy, I can't remember. something Bullhead Williams. I think he did tell a story about this thing. I'll show you what the tape looks like. The only thing it's missing is a sticker label. Now here's a Magic School Bus tape called For Lunch. VHS in 1995, probably from Kid Vision and Scholasticus. That's the name of the book company. Magic School Bus was so popular during the 1990s. Sticker label, no print date on it. That's going to be for eBay. Here's like another Tell Me a Story. When it had featuring like Lynn Ruberight. This is a 1986 release from Kansas Video Communications. Boy, those Tell Me a Story tapes were so popular in the 1980s. No print date on it. Here's something I found. It was hard to find. It's like a holy grail. The 1975's Jack and the Beanstalk, and this is the 1985 reissue of it from Magic Window and RCA Columbia Pictures Home Video. And originally, Jack and the Beanstalk from 1975 animated movie was originally released on VHS in around early 1983 by RCA Columbia Pictures Home Video. When I got that on VHS way back in 2001, when I lived in Queens, New York, I had the 1983, early 1983. You know how much I had to pay for that back then? $80, $79. It was on Amazon, and when it used to be like the different sellers called the Out of Print Video site. Yep. This is the 1985 clamshell. I'll show you what this tape looks like. Sticker label from 1985. This tape was printed on February 15, 1987. At the end of this tape, it has the 1979 FBI warning screen. The animation of this Jack and the Beanstalk movie, it's not considered to be from Disney, but it's like one of the Japan animation. It was made from Sheridan View Association. When Jack has his dog named Crosby, they named it after Bing Crosby. And it has some music excitement in this animated movie since the golden age of Walt Disney. Now I got here like an Alfred Hictchock movie in 1935's The 39 Steps. Stars with Robert Dunant from Goodbye Mr. Chips and Madeline Carroll. The one she was in Secret Agent with Robert Young and Peter Lorre. And this is the 1985 release from Hal Roach Studios Award Movie Greats. Recorded it on the SP. Here's the sticker label. That's going to be for eBay. Here's a fairy tale theater tape of Beauty and the Beast, starring Susan Sarandon. 1987 release from Playhouse Video. And I wish I had one of these things. I wish I had like one of the original fairy tale theater big boxes from CBS Fox in 1984 or 1985. Show you what this tape looks like. There's this movie I'll be keeping. Something I rented out recently when I was in the Pottsville Library last month. It is called like The Real Macaw, starring Jason Robards, featuring the voice of the parrot, was by John Goodman. Paramount Viacom Company released in 1998 on VHS. No, I think it's in 2000 VHS. Same time when they had like one of the Peanuts specials were on home video at that time. Made in 1998. This is released on VHS in 2000. Print date was 27th week of 2000. And it has the previews for like one of the Rugrats tapes and the Paramount titles when they're playing the Happy Days theme song. Now here's All About Eve from 1950, starring Bette Davis, Ann Baxter, and George Sanders, and Shirley Helms, something like that, It was a winner of the Academy Award, including the Best Picture of 1950. This movie was made the same year as Sunset Boulevard as one of the best films, with William Holden and Gloria Swanson and Eric Van Stroheim. And this is the 1999 release from Fox Video, from 20th Century Fox Home Entertainment's film classic series. Yep. And I do have the 1987 release of All About Eve in a key video shot a spotlight on Bette Davis series. This tape was printed on the 26th week of 1998. This is the 1997 double release, but the box packaging was a reprint in 1999. We're not keeping that. That's going on eBay. Here's like another tape called Tell Me a Story, and this time has Hictchock Larkin. This is also from Kansas Video Communications in the clamshell in 1986. Here's what this tape looks like. Boy, these Kansas Video Communications tapes are so popular to get on VHS. I'll be keeping that. Greta Garbo and Anna Christie was made in 1930. This is the first film Greta Garbo talks. Co-stars with Maureen Dresser. And this tape was a 1990 reissue, and however, the one I have is a 1985 original from NGMUA Home Video's Diamond Jubilee collection. They put the wrong copy of this tape in there, and this tape is a 1985 original. Yep. I have like Anna Christie on VHS. Now I got two copies of The Man from the Snowy River, starring with Kirk Douglas in his double role. It was made in 1982 from 20th Century Fox and it's PG. However, I wish I had the original first release of it in 1983 from CBS Fox Video Draw Box Packaging, or even in the 1984 reissue. This is the 1991 release from Fox Video. Show you what this tape looks like. The print date is the 22nd week of 1993. Here's another copy, also with The Man from the Snowy River. This is from Fox, 20th Century Fox Home Entertainment's Family Features. And however, this is it's got to be a 2000 release on VHS. Sticker label 1998, ink label. No print date on it. And this copy of this has got to be from Canada or something. Now here's an Eddie Murphy movie that stars with Dudley Moore in Best Defense. Made in 1984, the same year Eddie Murphy did Beverly Hills Cop, after he completed Trading Places around that time. Stars with Kate Campshaw, the one later she was in Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom with Harrison Ford. And that was in part of the Indiana Jones films. based upon the novel of Easy and Hard Ways Out. I have this on VHS from 1984, and this is the 1990 reissue from Paramount. Like, in that time, it was Paramount, the communications company. Show you what this tape looks like. 1997 reprint. And this tape was printed on the 10th week of 1998. I was only 13 at the time. Now I got here like a hard to find VHS tape from Media Home Entertainment release of Choose Me, when it was stars with Leslie Ann Wharton and Jean Van Burgess. I can't pronounce the name. Written and directed by Alan Rudolph, and this is released from Island Alive, the release. This is the late 1985 release from Media Home Entertainment. I used to have I used to have this box packaging from 1985. The tape I had was a 87 reprint by Media Home Entertainment. Here's like the original, what this tape looks like. I love that library. Silver sticker label from 1985. This is just like with Nightmare on Elm Street movie. It was released around that time. I'm gonna keep it. Okay, the next one we got is Sneakers. Sneakers was made in 1992, starring Robert Redford, Dan Aykroyd, Ben Kingsley, Mary McDowell, River Phoenix, the one from Stand By Me, Sidney Poitier, and David Stelwenhen, something like that. And this is from MCA Universal Home Video release. Show you what this tape looks like. One of the last ones that MCA Universal Home Video did, like end sticker labels. They discontinued that in 1993. This is printed on the 4th week of 93. We're not keeping that. Boy, we're getting like a lot of stuff to sell just right on eBay. The next tape we got here is 4 Weddings and a Funeral. That stars with Hugh Grant and Annie McDowell. This is released from Polygram Video in 1994. No print date on it. It has like the ink label. Now we got here, one of the good films were made in 1970 or 1969 is The Out-of-Towners, starring with Jack Lemmon and Sandy Dennis. Was made in 1969 and is rated G. This film is about when Jack Lemmon and Sandy Dennis got like the job interview in New York when they're coming from all the way from Ohio. When they got on the plane heading to New York, they landed someplace in Boston, so they had to go on the train, had to go back to New York, and they couldn't. And they tried to set up like the hotel room, but the rooms were out of order, so they had to find some place to sleep. They had to go to Central Park. They didn't have a choice. But Jack Lemmon was not too happy about that in this film. Later, 30 years later, this film did a remake with, during the 90s, The Out-of-Towners did a remake with Steve Martin and Goldie Hawn, which is not a great movie. The original Out-of-Towners was better. And this is the 1983 release from Paramount Gulf Western Company and Paramount Home Video. And this is printed on... This is a reprint on May 27th, 1987, around Memorial Day. I was only 2 years old at the time. The Out of Towners just seems like a great movie, and the Odd Couple by Neil Simon and Jack Lemmon. I'll be keeping that. Now here's The Wedding Singer. The stars with Adam Sandler and Drew Barrymore. Here's one of the party. It's like 1985. This is for New Line Cinema. It was made in 1998. It was released from New Line Home Video in 1998. Same time it was out on DVD, one of those DVD snap cases. And this tape was printed on March 9, 2000. Yep. That's for myself. Now I gotta move these tapes around. Next one I'll be selling on eBay is the 1934 classic with Claudette Colbert and Clark Gable, Happened One Night. 1934's winner of 5 Academy Awards, including Best Picture, Best Actor, Best Actress, and Best Director. Directed by Frank Capra. This is the 1986 release. This is not exactly that I do want. I want like original release of Happened One Night 1984 VHS. Someday I'll get it on eBay someday. The one from 1984. This is the 1986 reissue from RCA Columbia Pictures Home Video. Sticker label. This is printed on July 7, 1987. On this tape, printed it on the, let me see, printed on the 29th week of 87. And however, this tape with the tape master doesn't have the 1984 tape master on it. It was a 1986 tape master when it was replaced with the FBI warning screen, and then it starts with the 1934 Columbia Pictures logo going right into the film. But in the 1984 release, it has the 1983 warning screen at the end and copyrighted 1984. Now here's Sidney Poitier, Spencer Tracy, and Katharine Hepburn's Guess Who's Coming to Dinner. The co-stars with Catherine Hutton. 1968 Academy Award winner, Best Actress, Best Screenplay, and was directed by Stanley Kramer. This film was the last film when Spencer Tracy made, part of the Tracy and Hepburn films. Early 1986 release from RCA Columbia Pictures Home Video. The one I have is the 1989 reprint in a slip cardboard box. Sticker label from 1987. This tape was printed on July 7, 1987. Same duplicates with Happened One Night. It was printed on the 33rd week of 1987. Stanley Kramer is the one who directed The Mad World and Judgment in Nuremberg in the 1960s. That's going to be on eBay. Now I got here, like, Laurel and Hardy's Music Box and Helpmate in colorized. And the Music Box won Academy Award for a Best Short of 1932. I have the big fat box packaging of Laurel and Hardy Music Box and Helpmates colorized. The one from the Howard Road Studios Award movie Greats. This is the 1987 reissue from Video Treasures. And in this copy is a 1988 reprint from Video Treasures. Or maybe like early 90s print. Here's something I'll be keeping. Dinner at the Ritz. We're going to have David Niven